Yeah. Are you used to all the attention? Are you like getting used to all the attention and all the interviews?
Yes, they can definitely be tiring sometimes, but I think that just comes with it.
So you just broke the national record in 800, I think last week or something like that. Tell us a little bit about that experience.
Yeah, definitely a special experience breaking that 29-year-old record. Going into the meet, I was confident that I could run fast and hopefully break the record, but it's definitely different from actually doing it and saying it.
Yeah, like when you look at the clock, were you just shocked?
I didn't know I broke it at first.
Okay.
Because the clock's kind of to the side whenever you finish, but whenever I actually got to look at it, it was pretty exciting.
So now when you finish, like you'll be trying to look at the clock now to see what's going on?
Yeah.
Something like that. So what's keeping you motivated these days? I mean, you're achieving so much at such a young age.
I think just kind of like what I said earlier, the support group, they've helped me all the way from when I started running to now, and they've just been a big part of what I've been able to do.
How are you challenging yourself?
I think just mentally on workouts, whenever a rep may be tough, just trying to finish through, knowing that I need to push through and continue.
Okay, so you have killed the 800, that's your baby. Can you see yourself going down with 400 or going up to the 15?
Right now, I like to say I'm a 400, 800 guy.
Okay.
Don't like the mile as much as before, but we'll see.
I love to hear it. Okay, go ahead and pass the microphone to Mr. Jackson Cantwell over there. U.S. number 1, number 2 all time. You had a pretty busy football season, so I have to ask you, how many throws have you had this season?
I mean, I've gotten to throw a decent amount. I mean, I opened up in April, so I
Okay.
mean, I didn't do a whole lot before that because my recruitment stuff went it was pretty crazy before that, but once I got it done, I had a lot more time to lock in and focus. So I've been throwing a decent amount of meets, but it kind of got in the way at first.
With your recruitment, are they just blowing up your phone or like blowing up your email? How is it getting crazy? How did it get so crazy?
The text messages became a lot. That's why I ended up narrowing it down so fast. But honestly, there's not as many anymore, and I'm so happy about that. I hate answering texts.
Oh yeah, you just get one text now from Miami, right?
I got like one group chat with the head coach and the O-line coach. That's about all I see on any given day.
That's good. That's
Very
good.
good.
I'm glad you were able to limit that down. Has it been hard balancing football and track?
Yeah, it's really hard, and that's why I'm probably not going to do both in college. It's just because of how hard that really is. I mean, the demands of spring and summer with football, and kind of how hard track can be on your body doing that as well. I mean, that's just something that it's really difficult to do, even at a high school level, but especially like post high school. So that's something that you really have to consider when you're doing something like that.
Definitely. I have to ask you a few football questions. You've done so many extracurricular things with that sport. Like, for example, you went to the Super Bowl and etc. So what were some of your favorite moments from just, I guess, getting able to experience that sport?
I mean, OBs have been pretty cool for football. I think the recruitment for football, how that goes compared to other sports, it's a whole nother level. And OBing at Oregon, OBing at Miami, and going to all these other places on unofficials it's kind of crazy the amount of people I've been able to meet, the stuff I've been able to see so far. I mean, obviously doing the next ones at the Super Bowl was pretty cool. Getting to go to the Under Armour All-American game in Orlando, Florida, that was one that I'll remember for a while. There was probably about 25 NFL players on the field there. I don't know who they are yet, but about 25 if you had to guess right now. So I've done a lot of crazy stuff so far just with football, yeah.
That's so cool. I love that. Now back to the track. Back to the ring, to be exact. You're ranked U.S. number 1. You're the reigning national champion. How do you take home this win this week?
Just execute pretty much. I mean, training has been a little bit tough trying to get back into football and doing that, but honestly, if I execute, it'll be fine.
Okay, I love to hear it. Very confident. Go ahead and pass the microphone to Mr. Jayden Horton-Mims over there. Jayden, what's going on, Mr. Philly?
Nothing.
How was your travels? You have to give me a few more words. How was your travel?
My travel was good. I had a long flight coming over from Philly.
Yeah. But you made it. That's great. U.S. number 1 in the 400. You are the reigning indoor national champion. It's been a big year for you. It's been a big year. Your last year, you're going to Florida next year. Is this how you pictured your senior year?
Yeah. In the beginning of the year, I was having some doubts on I wasn't gonna perform as well as I did last year because I got injured. But in the off season, I just worked hard and just kept saying to myself, I gotta be better than last year. It's my last year. I gotta make it the best year.
I love that. And it's clearly being one of the best years for you. You've been running super fast, 45.2. beating Quincy Wilson this summer. What statement are you looking to make to finish out the summer of your last high school season?
Statement I'm looking to make is being one of the best 400-meter runners in high school history.
All right, that's a big statement. You ready for it?
Yeah.
Now, I know you've been so close to running 44. Is that still the front of your mind? Is that still where you're trying to get to this week?
Yeah, this week I'm trying to run 44. Hopefully I can get there. I put in the work to get there, so I'll go out there and execute my race.
What's one thing in your race plan that you know you need to execute to be able to achieve that goal?
My start.
Okay.
The first part of my race, like just getting out strong and just letting my momentum carry me through.
Okay, I love that answer. Good luck to you this weekend. We're gonna go ahead and open up the floor for this panel. Any questions we have for these guys?
Yeah, I've got one for Cooper. So, was that just a week ago, I guess, at Brooks, when you got that call from Michael Granville? Is that kind of still staying with you? Is that going to give you a little boost this week?
Most definitely. He had that record for 29 years. He was the best 800 runner in high school history. I still think he kind of owns the record with just the way he ran that race at his state meet, doing it all on his own. I had, Brooks PR ready to get the best of the best to come together to just try to break that record, and it was barely broken. So, and then just getting the phone call from him right after, I think that just shows how much he cares for the sport and how much he wants to elevate it.
Or what are your expectations for this meet?
Just go out there, execute my race, just leave everything I have on the track. This is one of my last races of the season, so just see what I can do.
Go ahead.
On that note, like you said a few times now, like you still think Michael owns that record, just because he did it by himself. But whatever it takes for you to have that record, as you put it, you have 2 more years to do it. What do you think it would take? What kind of performance do you think it would take from yourself for you to feel like you own that record?
I don't know if there's a certain time goal that would show that I own the record. I think the race will come where it will truly kind of transfer over to me, but at the moment I can tell you what kind of time that would be.
You guys are all super confident in your ability. I don't know, individually, where you get that from. How do you inspire your own confidence?
I think a lot of it kind of comes natural, and then also my coach is super confident in everything I do. He adds a lot of confidence into me, knowing he'll tell me you can run this, and then I go out there and on the track I was like, man, I can't actually run this. So I think my coach adds a lot of confidence for it.
I mean, just trusting my training, really. I mean, just being confident in what I've done in practice and knowing that I can go out and execute on meet day is just something that kind of gets me to that point. I mean, I know, I've seen what I've done in the past, and I've seen, kind of what I'm supposed to be able to do, and I'm pretty good at tracking my, progressions. So usually I know about what I can throw before competition, and usually I don't surprise myself too much. So, I mean, if I know what I'm going to throw and I know it'll be enough, then I feel good about that.
My confidence comes from, me personally, I just believe I'm better than everybody else. Because track, you gotta believe that you're better than somebody, even though they faster than you. Because if you go in a race thinking you're gonna lose, you're gonna lose. But if you go in a race thinking you're gonna win, you might actually win.
I love that. As simple as it can be. Any more questions? Oh yeah, go ahead, Josh.
For Jayden, kind of just talk about the process of committing to Florida and what that visit was like.
The visit was good. Looking around campus, and I feel like when I got there, the team, I had a little bond with them. I'm close with I'm a little close with the team. I ain't had that for all my other visits. And Coach Holloway, because Coach Holloway and Coach Hart was the only coach that stayed in touch. Called me every 2 days, checking on me, see how I'm doing. Nobody else did that for me, so that's why I really went to Florida.
For Jackson, this is like you said, not many people have the experience of being just a super top athlete in multiple sports. And I feel like it's an experience that people really look up to, or they really, wish they had maybe in high school. It's like, it's an awesome thing to be able to have. But what are kind of the differences between, the experience of being one of the best football athletes in the country and being one of the best track athletes in the country?
I mean, it's a little bit different. I mean, I think football is definitely like, there's a lot more media for that, and there's a lot more like, people just invest a lot more time into like trying to like, I mean, I know for like in recruiting, they invest a lot of time to figure out where you're going versus in track, that really doesn't exist. The same for like, I mean, that's basically the only difference. I mean, people follow both of them in my state as well as in the country, like pretty heavily, but like, I'd say the local coverage for football is a lot more. People care about like the results of that a lot more. And then the recruiting, it's a whole nother world. I mean, like in track, like they do it, but I got maybe 8 texts ever for track, and I probably got 80,000 for football. So it's, they put way more effort into it for that, but they also have more resources for us. That's probably the reasoning.
That's true, that's true. Go ahead.
On that note, do you wish there was, I mean, I know you said you get annoyed by all the text, but, as far as the coverage, do you wish people, covered track, especially on a local level, more?
I mean, it definitely would help the sport. I mean, I think I definitely think it would help the sport as far as like growing it if they did. I mean, as well as like, but I mean, to cover it more, you have to have more people interested in like watching it and like going out to see it and just follow it. So I mean, you have to do that first. So I mean, if they get people more interested in the sport, I think that'd be something that would only grow over time.
Are there any more questions? No? Thank you guys. Great luck this weekend. And that's gonna wrap up our panel. Thank you guys so much.